Hello, everyone. We are going to be taking a look at Terra LUNA Classic, which is currently sustaining quite a big pump right now. And I wanted to talk about Terra LUNA Classic, Terra LUNA as a whole, what my opinions are on, this crypto now after everything that happened, and basically give a bit of a rundown on what I think is going to happen in the future in case of any pumps. How high can it go, things like that. So I'm going to really be doing a pretty big overview during this live stream of all of that, and hopefully you guys find it helpful. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we're going to be diving into this, and we're going to be looking at the chart, at what has been causing this most recent pump. And I will warn all of you that there's been a lot of pump and dumps going on in crypto, and these types of coins that are lower volume now tend to be targeted more so. Now I'm not saying that the entire thing is a pump and dump, but you just have to be really careful and know that yes, a lot of it can be a pump, but there is some bullish news as well in terms of staking and token burning. And also what I like about Luna Classic, which has the ticker LUNC, LUNC, so this is the classic chain, right? Because Do Kwon basically forked Luna into a newer chain, and that's Luna regular. And you're going to see that Terra LUNA Classic performs much better. So Terra LUNA Classic is up 32% right now. Luna, the new chain, is up only 10%. It's been performing very badly. And there's a lot of reasons why I actually prefer Terra LUNA Classic. First off, like I just said, Do Kwon actually forked away from the classic chain and created the new Luna token. And of course, a lot of the drama that has happened has related to Do Kwon. So if that's something you don't like, then the Luna Classic chain is going to be more for you. The reason for that is the Luna Classic chain is now run by the community, from what we know. So that is a big difference, right? I think it's much more decentralized. Of course, the chain still has a huge amount of problems, as do both chains. There is very little functioning projects compared to in the past. There are still some functioning projects, which is great, but there are a lot of projects that are now deceased, or have moved over to other chains like Polygon. So you need to balance everything out and really think of all the different things that have happened to this crypto, right? And we're down to a I believe around a $200 million, let's see, I believe we're at a $200 million market cap for Luna here. I'm not sure why it's not showing the market cap on CoinGecko, but what I'm trying to say basically, right, is the market cap is nothing compared to what it used to be, right? I mean, this was a $30 billion plus chain, and now we are at a few $100 million at most. So big difference. Of course, now there's a huge amount of upside potential if things do start getting fixed, and this is why when you see it start to have some positive action, it tends to snowball effect a bit, right? And let me just post this on Twitter so we can give everybody a chance to join the live stream. Now, looking at the most recent articles here for Luna will give you a better idea of what's causing this most recent price pump. But like I said, please keep in mind that this is just one pump amongst many others, right? We've seen multiple pumps for Terra LUNA on both chains since its downfall. And, these pumps in the grand scheme of things tend to kind of just be, a continuation of the downside. Now, I do like this pump particularly. I think it has a lot of upside room. If we look at UST, which is still actually around on the classic chain, now known as Terra Classic USD, it is currently right below 3 cents. And if we look, in the last 90 days, it did get one big pump all the way up to right around 9 cents. And then trickle back down. Now what's interesting is we're kicking back up, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see this go back to 9 cents, and who knows how high this could go. I mean, in my opinion, to be honest, I could see this getting back up towards 10, 15, 20 cents pretty easily, right? And even if that were to happen on a very big pump, that doesn't mean that, you know, the project is back alive or whatever, right? I would say I would consider this very risky and, you know, still in downfall territory unless it's able to get at least back above 50 cents, which is going to be very, very hard to do. But, you know, in terms of playing the pump or something like that, or just a gamble, you know, this could obviously go up quite a bit more from here. So that is, you know, a fact. Now, Luna Classic is trending on Twitter. And as you can see here in the last week, it's up 81%, heavily outperforming the rest of the crypto market, right? Including much bigger projects. But what you have to realize is, why is this happening, right? There is an absolute factor of pumping up in here. It's not a bad thing, but it's just, you know, the truth. I mean, there is a lot of manipulation going on with the Luna chain, you know, and has been, right? These pumps have been happening out of nowhere. We don't know if one of these pumps is going to last or actually hold. But right now, you know, it is looking pretty strong. So that's why I'm saying don't be surprised if you see this go up 300%, right? Because that can totally happen. And like I said, if the USTC token goes to, you know, 9 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, you're going to see an even bigger gain for the actual token itself, Luna Classic, right? So if we see a 300% gain in the actual UST token, I think we're going to see at least 3 times that, so 1,000% plus gain for the Luna Classic token, right? Because this is just going to get a much stronger bounce compared to the stable coin. That's just the nature of how these things work. So just keep in mind, right, like I said, that there is, of course, quite a bit of risk with this type of coin, especially a coin that has had so much drama. Like I said, I heavily prefer the Luna Classic chain, and let me know down in the comments below, everybody, while we're live, what you think about this. Do you prefer the newer fork chain by Do Kwon, or do you prefer Luna Classic? I think Luna Classic is much better since it's away from Do Kwon. I think it's a bit more decentralized and probably safer at this point, seeing all the drama that happened with Do Kwon, but that's just my own personal opinion. Now, if we look at this article here, what has caused some bullishness to come back into the ecosystem, right? You know, price manipulation aside, well, there has been actually a few good things. Now, after rebranding and attempt to distance itself from the past, they added staking and token burning features. So the developers are really working hard to kind of fix the reputation of Luna, and they now added staking with pretty impressive staking rewards. Now, they're very high right now. These are not going to last this high, but as of right now, you can get annualized reward rate of 37.8% approximately. So that is extremely competitive. And like I said, this is mainly because, you know, not that many people are staking. As more people stake, this is going to go down. In fact, they tell us the amount of the supply that's been staked is 6%. I believe at one point Luna was over 60% staked in the past. So it's very, very probable, right, as you know, Luna Classic stays alive and doesn't completely die, that we might see, you know, 20, 30, even 40% of the supply actually get locked up into staking. That's going to stabilize the network a lot, and also probably cause the price to increase as well. So that's why I'm saying, right, at such low prices, granted, you need to be careful of the pump and dump factor, but there is a lot of upside potential for this coin, right? And that is due to you know, the sort of fixing that the developers are doing in terms of the network stability with the staking, right? And this is actually a very big jump in staking percentage. August 27, only 2.6% of the supply was being staked, and so in 3 days it increased 120% to over 6% of the supply, right? Now, there are also other things that are good signs. In terms of the price action, Luna is now up 70% from August 19th's local bottom. And, you know, we can see that Do Kwon is stepping away from Luna Classic, at least, right? And he's moving on to the fork chain. That's why I like the more community-owned, as they mention here, Luna Classic chain. So that is sort of the differences, the things to know about what's going on. And keep in mind, right, still an extreme amount of risk. You can actually look at the amount Luna Classic tokens that are being burned. It is actually quite a bit. I believe around 2% of the supply or so has now been burned. And, you know, that could continue to increase. We really need to lower the supply of Luna tokens. The supply has gone through the roof compared to in the past. And the goal here is to get the supply back down where the price is going to start stabilizing again. Because it went into this hyperinflation mode, and that's what killed the price completely. So I think that gives a pretty good rundown of everything that happened there. We're going to take a look at the chart as well real quick. And in the meantime, I want to know what you think about, you know, both these tokens, everything that happened. Do you think there's any trust left? Do you think we can see some kind of price recovery in the future? Please let me know live right now in the comments down below. I'll check out your comments. And I will gladly answer any questions that you have right now. In terms of the price chart, we are looking at a few different important levels. Now we have an interesting support level. Basically what we had here is a pretty typical you know, U-shaped bottom formation, and then we had the breakout, right? So this is basically a cup and handle formation, and as you can see here, this is the neckline. The yellow line is called the neckline, and very typically we do actually come back and test this level, right? So if we go back and you know, zoom in a bit, let's go to the hourly chart. You will see that we have not actually came back and tested the breakout area right around 0.00017. So we have now moved up quite high compared to that level. So don't be surprised if we do see a pullback. We're up 33% from the breakout area without having tested that back. So if we, you know, go ahead and fall back 20%, that would be very likely and also healthy for the Luna token. Now, what I will say is with this type of coin, right, where there's a huge amount of shorts and, you know, just a lot of pump hype, etc., you know, these things can fly. So don't be surprised if this thing starts flying even higher before we come back and test it, right? So it can happen at any time, but I do think we will need to at least test this this bottom. We could even end up bouncing slipping back a bit lower, even down to the 0.00014 level. There's a little bit stronger support there because this first one is just the breakout area. The more stronger support is actually going to be around that level right here, the second yellow line. Overall, though, you'll see that right now we are actually building an upward trending, you know, base for Luna. In fact, we now actually in a long time have the first uptrend that has been begun again. Now we are quite far away from the trend line, which means that we could fall back down, right? So do expect pullbacks, consolidation, but right now we have an actual sign of uptrend instead of you know, non-stop dropping. So it is possible that the price downside has kind of slowed down for the time being for Luna Classic. And that's obviously a great sign. In terms of this current candle pump, you know, we could go as high as our previous resistance level all the way up here at that 0.0003 level before really getting a stronger pullback. You know, like I said, these things can fly in this type of breakout, and the proof of that is just look at the size of the breakout since the neckline, right? 30% plus. So this is pretty sizable. We also have a nice amount of volume that's starting to come in on these breakouts, which is another bullish sign. Of course, we are overbought, but we are in a breakout, so that's normal. And you know, we're skyrocketing again right now, right? But like I said, do be cautious, because if we look, let me try to find a more longer term chart of Luna Classic if it's possible. It seems like since the fork they may have reset the charts. The fact of the matter is right now we are still, you know, down tremendously. You know, this is a token that's been dropping nonstop pretty much, right? And same for this one over here. The fork performed very terribly after the initial launch, just fell right back down and did basically nothing. So you need to be careful, because these can be, you know, hype one day and just do absolutely nothing for the next 6 months. But interesting to see what's going on. And also, you know, I hope that any Luna investor can hopefully regain some losses with both this token and the UST token, which I do think can make a nice run towards some higher well, just as I'm saying, right, I told you that we're probably going to see this keep moving higher. We could go up to 9 cents very easily here. We now just broke above 3 cents, so there's still a lot of upside for this UST token. Are we ever going to see the full $1 recovery? That's going to be, you know, really short of a miracle. But there is obviously some sort of possibility if they're able to get the supply and everything, the network back in a correct state in terms of the Luna Classic chain, then that could be possible in a bit of time, right? As the dust starts to settle, sort of. That's kind of what's happening right now. The dust is settling and it's leaving room for, you know, a bottom to form like we saw on the chart, and actually some upside to now be created. But still, you know, the dust could take a while to settle. And also you need to remember, you know, is this just a matter of some hope causing this pump, or is the chain really fixed, right? If the chain is fixed, we can go back up to 30-40 cents very quickly in terms of the USD token. If this is just, you know, a bit of hopium, some might say, then, you know, this might not really break past 15-20 cents. But that would still, of course, be a huge price gain from this 3 cent level, even after the pump. So, you know, in terms of a trade, very interesting setup. In terms of buying long term, that depends on you and what you think of this. You know, are you willing to assume that level of risk? Not financial advice on my part. I don't even have a full opinion formed on that. But I think I gave you guys a very good rundown of everything that's happening. Keep in mind, this is trending. There was a lot of people pumping this, price manipulating. But there is also those bullish fundamental factors, you know, Do Kwon kind of being away from Luna Classic, the staking, the token burning. These are really good things, right? Community govern. These are things that could really cause the chain to restabilize and, you know, kind of hopefully return to somewhat of its previous glory. Now, you can see that it as the original code of the Terra ecosystem. So, you know, Luna Classic is the chain that everybody loved and appreciated. Now it's just a matter of, do you think, you know, the chain is stable enough, and the tokens themselves, you know, to really make a somewhat at least of a full recovery. Definitely let me know your comments down in the live section below. We can see Stacking 9mm saying, just market makers messing around because there's nothing better to do in this trash market right now. By now, if you want to get wrecked, nothing bullish about it, just manipulation by a small group of whales. And that's what I was warning about earlier in this video. You know, there is definitely some truth to that. The crypto market is very boring right now. There's not a whole lot going on. And you see these random tokens kind of pump here and there. But Luna, even Bitcoin itself is at a very bad price level, right at $20,000. Not very strong. You know, you can see the drop just in the past 7 days. So the overall market is extremely slow, right? I would even call it boring. So that's why you need to wonder, you know, why is Terra Luna Classic, a token that is low volume, you know, at risk of manipulation, all of a sudden turning back on right now? Well, you know, whales are obviously part of that mix. And then it's a matter of, do you believe there's enough of the fundamentals backing any bullish momentum that's being seen? And I'll kind of leave you on that cliffhanger for this video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It was great to be back. I haven't made a video in a while, but thank you so much for the support. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be seeing you all soon. If you missed the beginning of this video, it'll be re-uploaded right away, so you can go ahead and start it right back from the beginning. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, and I will be seeing you all very, very soon for more live stream crypto and stock market videos. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. If anything further happens with Luna Classic, a bigger pump or a big pullback, I'll make sure to cover it on this channel as well as I have been. I haven't gone hiding in this bear market. I was just on vacation for 2-3 weeks, but I am back now, and I'll continue to give you the best content on YouTube for cryptocurrency and stocks, as I have been since 2017. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, everyone.